Hi everyone, welcome back to another stream. Hope you're all doing okay. So today we are going to be doing more Phantasy Star II, just picking up from last week's stream, where we just got to Dezoris. Hi Platinum. So we just made it to Dezoris after basically being involved with destroying one of the planets. So that was fun. So I'm just going to pick up from last week. So I will get my maps in order so I know where I'm going. So I haven't really done anything off stream. I basically just healed the party up and that's about it. Bought a few more mates. I think we have one or two more little villages to go to and then that should be it for this section. Hi Gilniath. So I think, are we in, is it Zosa we're in at the minute? This town is called Zosa. That answers that question then. So I think the next one we need to go to is a town called Ryuon. I do just need to check to see if there's anything else I need to buy here first though. Forgot you start 5 minutes before. Remember that these guys lie though, it might be the wrong town. It could be the wrong town. We do know that these guys do have a tendency to lie. Yeah, no worries about getting here a couple minutes late. So I just start 5 minutes beforehand just so I can get stuff, like last minute stuff set up really. It gives time to people to like file in as well. I don't like just going live and then starting straight away, so. Hey, I think we talked to everyone here. So what was in this shop? There was a lot of expensive stuff. Filing like when old people go to bingo. So I'm going to assume that we could probably do with some of that gear. So let's see, what have we actually got? So I think Anna is mostly fine. Yeah, she is totally fine at the minute. So then Ruffle. They recommend a Laconian sword for Ruffle. I don't think we've had the town that has that yet. I don't think. He's already got Laconian chest, so that's fine. Twitch app crashed twice in a row, lovely. I can't remember the last time I used Twitch on like a mobile or anything. I always have problems with the mobile app for Twitch. I don't know if it's the mobile one you're using or if it's something else, but yeah, the mobile one I always have problems with. Rock and Stone. Hi, Remote. Hi, Ellie. It is an awful mobile app. It is. It is terrible. So, Kane has Storm Gear, Laconian Mace, Laconian Armor, Guardian Boots. So we could do Laconian Armor. How much was that? It's not in this town. So we are probably going to have to farm up a little bit. But we'll get fights on the way to the next place anyway, so. I missed. So from having like all the money, we now have virtually no money. So one thing I do want to do, I think I saved it at the, I think I saved my teleport point as the, where the spaceship is. So I'm just going to test that now, and I'll just reload it if it isn't there. Ryuka can't be used here. It's very strange. If you had to guess how far along are you in this game, I think on the walkthrough that I'm using, let's have a look. Again, apologies for the music cutting out. There is no global focus sound in this. So as soon as I tab out, it stops music. I'm on step 13 out of 19. Now, I don't know how long each of the remaining steps are. But I think we're a pretty good way along now. So it's really just not letting us use that, huh? Can we use it in the overworld? How are my favourite people today? I wouldn't know who your favourite people are, so I can't tell you. So where does that take us? That takes us back here, so we must have saved it via data memory here. It's fine. Unfortunately, that does mean I'm going to have to walk back to the ship, I think. Unless I can warp to it from here, which I will check. There's like a slight con paying 50 Mazetta just to get that tiny bit of TP back, but... Okay, so we can go to Skewer from here, actually. So that will work. First, though, I am just going to check Aqua first. Because I want to see if some of the other Laconian gear is here. So the mace is there, which we've already got. There is the plus cannon. I think we might have most of the stuff we need so far. Let's check the armor shop while I'm here. Okay, yeah, so it's just Laconium gear and Laconium cape there, which I've already got. So the armor must be in maybe in the next town. Well, that clears that up at least. Okay, so let's go back to Skewer. So from here, so we need to go to another town now called Ruon. So apparently I need to go up from here until there is a path that goes left. I can do that. That'll be a path that goes left. Go left and all the way down and go right to a chute. I forgot about these guys. Honestly, just attack. Yeah, it looks like we're getting a decent way through the story. Are there the three wise monkeys? Can't be that wise. Yeah, I'm trying to make it a point of not looking too far ahead in the walkthrough, just because I don't want to spoil stuff too much. Okay, so from here, go up to get some money, which we could really do with at the minute. That's clearly not the right way. Gun bust. I don't know if we've had these guys. We've had different versions of these, but I don't know if we've had these specific ones. Now I don't really know what these do, so we can use Snow Crown first turn. Yeah, that should do. I thought you said Gun Bus for a minute. Is this tune a variant of Trick Track? The battle theme or the one that's playing in the dungeon? Because I think the one that's in the dungeon is used in Trick Track. Tell us oranges to stop to quit fiddling with their thumbs. The dungeon. Yeah, I think the dungeon theme is used in Trick Track. I think, to be honest, I think most of the dungeon themes in this are then used in Trick Track. It feels that way anyway. Well, I guess you can use Garesta. Oh my god, LJP's actually been able to redeem Hydrate. These have a lot of health.
One more.
Will do. Still the only one without sound. Yeah, there's no sound for it. I need to think of a suitable sound. You see, now, so because it's been redeemed now no one should be able to redeem it for, I think it's for 10 minutes. And that's how it should work. But in reality, it probably won't work for the rest of the stream. Irritable Who I Keep Watching has a sound clip of water. I mean, it's a whole, like, British meme, isn't it? Like, bottle of water. All rewards claimed for this stream, checking in on the next stream. Like, no, Twitch, that's not how it's meant to work. At some point, I'll have to show you it and show you that I'm not conning you. To overhydration safeguard. It must be. Wonder if Sonic Team, Red Bray, Bad Bray, Wolves Leaping Out of Walls and Peaceful Spaceship looks similar to some of his stories. So I'm just looking at the guide here because it's a bit complicated, this part. I'm probably going totally the wrong way, but we'll find out. Question while here, actually. If I do hit affiliate and monetization on Twitch, YouTube, am I able to say no to ads? On YouTube, you can definitely turn ads. Well, you can turn off you making money from ad revenue. But I think they still put ads on your videos. And for Twitch, I honestly can't remember. I'll have to have a look at my my dashboard. Yeah, somehow this doesn't seem right. There is another box there that we don't have. I think actually you can cast Sashu. Yeah, I don't think there's any way of just turning ads in your videos off. Just a question of whether you get any monetization from it. Which, yes, does suck. I think the way it basically works on YouTube is you get ads on your videos that YouTube make the money from, and then once you get YouTube partner, you can get a cut of that revenue. Thank you for the 13-star airdrop. If you get to the point of monetization on YouTube, or you're forced into it, or you can use the newbie freebie with no ads, you do not have to go in the membership program. No, you have to apply to go into it. I think they'll let you know that you're eligible, but I don't think you're forced to go into it. I will say though, the only issue I had with the YouTube side was just some of the tax stuff, because you have to do a lot of like Google AdSense stuff, and it works out like certain tax stuff for you, and that can be a little bit of a pain. I know for me it took about 3 attempts before they actually accepted it, which was mildly annoying. I'm not sure how Kane is almost dead, but yeah, I don't think you have much choice with Twitch. I will double check after the stream if I remember. Try and remind me on if you can, and I will have a look. In fact, let's just pop a diamond actually. Okay, so I can't get to that from this part here. It's on this part here, so what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to walk back to... Let's use Yuka. Might take me back to the town, which is fine. Because I think I've misread a direction in this guide somewhere, because that was not following with where I was going. So I may as well get healed up while I'm here. For the amount it costs, I may as well. Okay, so now I can walk back. I must have misread, yeah, either West or Snorth. So back to Skewer. Okay, so we're at the centre here, so it says from here, which is where I am, go up until there is a path that goes left. So I go up. There is immediately a path that goes left. I'm wondering if it means go a bit further. But I'll do this because it's what it says. Go left and all the way down and right to a chute. These guys have really high defense. Better off just using magic on these, honestly, but don't really have the TP to spam it. It's easy, just follow the unique landmarks. Yeah, wouldn't it be a shame if the entire dungeon looked identical? Yeah, they're not too bad. At least we're earning some money as well. So it says, go left and down, so we're going down all the way and right to a shoot. So I'll go right to a shoot. There are now two paths, right and up. So it says go up and follow to get 6,400 Mazetta, which I'm assuming is this box here, which we've opened before. Continue up and take the first shoot, which will be this. Okay, follow until you reach another shoot, which is this one. Take the shoot and go up to the fork. Which I'm assuming is this. Yeah, I must have gone the wrong way, I think. Go to the left and take the shoot. Go right and down and grab a box on the left. Yeah, this is tracking now, so I must have gone the wrong way somewhere. 15,000 Mazetta, that is really useful actually. I wish there were guides to chests containing 6,400 quid in real life, so do I. Although I suspect that would probably be considered theft. Okay, so take the second left. Or alternatively get a fight against 4 oranges. Okay, so Anna. I think first of all, Anna, you can use the crescent gear just to heal quickly. I think everyone else can probably just attack for now. I guess Amy can use Sashu just to boost our defense. I assume these mainly use physical attacks. I still really like some of the attack animations in this game. They are quite strong, like, they almost killed Anna. Okay, so now I think Anna can now just attack. As long as there's no more rabbits, I'm happy. Yeah, I would prefer not to see any more rabbits. I should probably mention actually as well, I did post it on the Discord, but there was a NGS headline just yesterday where we just got to see what the next updates are. And one of the things they're doing is for the Lion Strike game in NGS, there are basically like play mats for the card game, and there's also special card sleeves and cards themselves. They're doing a lot of like original Phantasy Star theme ones, so there are lots of cards from Phantasy Star 1, 2, 3 and 4, Phantasy Star 0, PSO, which I think is really cool. And it's actually really cool to see the classic Phantasy Stars getting some recognition. I know it's only for a card game in NGS, but it's nice to see something. Some of the artwork's really nice as well. I think some of it is from the covers. Some of it is from, I think, from the PSO 2 card game. Just get rid of that bot. So yeah, it was cool to see them actually using the old Phantasy Stars for a change, because realistically we've had more or less nothing. So it says tip the second left. Now, does it count the box as the first one? It must be because we don't go to that chute. So continue and take this chute. Yeah, apparently Zero's getting some. The one they only showed a few of them on the headline. I think there's about 18 cards being added. They did say 12 on the headline, but then they clarified it after on the Japanese Twitter and said it's actually going to be 18 cards. I know one of them is, I think it's from the PSO2 trading card game, but it's, the scene in Zero where Ogi transforms. It's basically like an artwork of that for an Ogi card. Also as well, some of the cards as well have some really cool rules. So there is a card for Legend Rico, and her rule is that whenever she moves, she leaves a data pod behind. I think the data pod is like another card in the game that has some other effect, but whenever she moves, she leaves a message pod behind her. Yeah, I haven't played a whole lot of Line Strike, but I do like it when they get a bit inventive with the cards. So go down a bit and take the chute. Leaving a data pod behind is on brand. Okay, well, we've made it out, which is nice. So we go east from here? Yeah, east from here. Oh, we've got more robots. Robocop is back. How is Amy almost dead? I'm actually going to use Rolf to use Garesta because I think he's a bit faster. Yeah, it's actually a really good strat, actually. Although Amy's a really, really good healer, she is quite slow, so sometimes it's more beneficial to use Rolf. Amy just taking names. Yeah, these robot enemies are definitely getting stronger. Still manageable, but they are wearing us down quite a bit. Yeah, Twigman. Again, continuing the the trend of very inventive names in Phantasy Star II. I mean, not the Phantasy Star 1 was any better for that, but... Right, who needs healing? Anna... and probably Rolf. The playable stream the other day and was fighting bug-bellied frogs. I did get a notification to say he'd gone live. I was busy at the time, so I couldn't watch him, but was he playing that? Was it Pantheon again? I know he posted recently and said that I think he was going to start doing some content with his brother. It was nice to see him live again. Yeah, I know it's sort of hit and miss when he's live, but hopefully he kind of sticks with it. Okay, so I think we go... Is it this way? says go around the mountains, but we actually need to go south a bit. Meanwhile, you've been fighting. My brain just needs to process that name. Tectsinculars on Xenoblade. I saw that name and it just broke my brain trying to read that. It is very hard to pronounce. You read testicles for half a second. I mean, I can see it. I do really like that Amy is just like mopping the floor with everything. So it must be this way, and then around here, I'm guessing. Oh, you're new. So I think I'll be casting Sasha because you sort of scare me. Okay, I'm sure Kane has a healing item actually. Yes, he does. Yeah, use Aegis. He's like Dumbo from home. That was an attack. Mam umbo swine. Okay, Anna, now you use Crescent Gear, and Kane can go back to Storm Gear. Also, just for anyone watching that isn't from the UK, the time will be changing pretty soon in the UK, so the stream will obviously shift by an hour. So yeah, I know everyone will forget, I will probably forget as well. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Has he got a very tiny red smile? That trunk is apparently a beard. Let's just save it in case we run into another one of those. I'm assuming that's the next place. Now, we need to do this because we've done it with every other town so far. Let's take off the magic cap and just make sure that no one can understand us. Guard open you, banner put? Yep, that answers that question. Yeah, magic cap, yeah. So let's put the magic cap back on. And let's check this town out. The grandma of the clone lab stayed here because she likes us. I saw two spaceships crashing into each other 10 years ago. So I'm guessing not much happens here. I heard the poison gas came from the mine. Yeah, everyone's needing quite a lot of experience level now. Things have definitely slowed down. Yep, all the save files have corrupted again. Exactly, yeah, it must be a very slow news day if they're reporting on a 10-year-old spaceship crash. Okay, so let's check out the rest of this town. I think I spoke to you, didn't I? Yeah, I was talking about poison gas. Am I the spaceship guy? Do people in Malta still believe in Mother Brain? They do seem to. If people keep depending on Mother Brain, they're just going to come to an end. I mean, given what we've seen so far in Malta, that does seem kind of accurate. We don't trust no Mother Brain. Can you even imagine Twitch plays Phantasy Star? Can you imagine trying to get through the first game with the Twitch players, trying to find a specific tile to get some of the items? Can such a building exist? It's there, but you can't see it or touch it. This guy's clearly having a bit of a philosophical moment. Yeah, exactly. What incarnation is a Mother Brain? Oops, I fell asleep walking. I mean, I feel that on a personal level. 18 months later, they still haven't got past the sandworms. It's so darn hot today. Hot? I mean, I know you lie, but I mean, it's literally snow. At least Mother Brain probably wouldn't text military plans. It wasn't even a War Thunder Leak. You please stop moving when I'm trying to talk to you. Yes, people in Malta still believe in Mother Brain. We've established this. Yeah, I've already talked to all of you. The Palm people came to Dizo to mine Laconia. This town is called Rion. Yeah, so again, not a whole lot here. Very, very similar to the last few towns we've been to. It's super weird that you have all this really high-end stuff and then just knife. I just realised something. So last episode we got some new slashers for Anna, and they were called AC Slasher. I'm now just realising that that's probably meant to be Laconium Slasher, but they maybe couldn't fit the extra letter on, so they just called it AC Slasher. So we've got Laconium Dagger, Laconium Sword, so we do need a Laconium Sword for Ruffle. I'll check the defensive gear first. It's clearly an Armoured Core Slasher. I mean, it could be. It's really strange that there's like random low level gear. Because there's the Laconium chest as well, so we need 28,000 for that. And then another 22,000 for the sword, so we're not too far off. So I think what I'll do is I will buy the sword first. Yeah, AFK for a second, I know worries. Hey, Pika. So, hopefully that is stronger. You would hope so with it being Laconian. So he's at 221 attack. Laconian sword takes us to 229. So it is slightly stronger. I was gonna say, what do you mean just a knife? Haven't you seen Rambo? Okay, do we have... Yes, we do have a shop we can sell stuff. We are starting to get to a point in this game where we are really starting to run out of available inventory space. Even the storage that we've got in the Sentinel Tower, there's next to no space in that either. The Twitch app doesn't auto-scroll chat you. I think that's like basic functionality. Unless you really want to look at chat from like a few minutes ago. Okay, so we've got Laconianish. Is that better for Kane than what we've got? Yeah, it does recommend Laconium armor, so... Which I think is what that translates to. Five, 6 runs on max attack E, F4, no rares, you're losing your powers. It's because we're getting closer to Rare Enemy Week, you see, so as Rare Enemy Week gets closer, you start to see less of them. Okay, so Laconic Chest is a different thing, so Laconic Chest... Laconianish's shield, okay. It's very confusing because I think is it Kane. So Kane has Christinish on body. So that's why I was thinking that Laconianish would be like an armor piece. That would make too much sense. So where do we go here? Okay, so it does tell us how to get to the next dungeon, but there's no point in us actually going there yet, by the looks of things. So what else do we need to do here? Alright, yeah, we need to find a person. I totally forgot about that. The space pirate that rescued us told us there's a person we need to find on Dezoris, and I totally forgot that happened. So we need to go somewhere called the Crevice next, apparently. So I guess we can maybe work towards that. Maybe not actually do the Crevice yet, but just earn some money on the way. So it recommends that we go to Orkba. You might make a Huniwhirl. Have a demon's railgun with 35 hit. Huniwhirls can definitely make demons' weapons work. Particularly places like Tower, you know, it's like central control for like the big mini boss enemies. Demons is really useful. You haven't been on PSO in almost a week now. Yeah, I mean, I tend to play it mainly during the rare drop weeks, honestly, and maybe during DAR week, but even this week I haven't really played it a great deal. Even for me, I mean, you know, I get periods where I don't play PSO as much. It costs 100,000 Mazetta to take it from Devils and get the right hit. It's hard because you need to get the plus 10% tech and the special up as well. I guess, yeah, and I can probably just attack, honestly. I'm pretty sure Kane is using Storm Gear, but I will check. Yeah, enemies are definitely a lot more of a fight now. It takes a lot longer to kill them. Hard to tell how good the Laconium Sword is at the minute, because those guys are quite resistant to physical damage anywhere. Okay, so that is the entrance. That is very hard to see. But you can't see, but just like to the left of me, where I am at the minute, that is a little staircase into the next dungeon. That would be so easy to miss. You've just got a notification that SectionSkyly is streaming, who'd have thought? It's really weird with Twitch. Sometimes you get the notifications pretty much straight away. And other times it can be like halfway through the stream. It's the same for me with the notifications I get for other people as well. It is really unreliable. That's why I normally just post on Twitter and Bluesky and on the Discord when I go live. Because you just can't rely on the automatic notifications at all. So what I'll do is I will go in this crevice. And we'll see what the fights are like in here. I'm not going to go too far in yet because I do just need to farm a little bit of money to get some of the Laconium stuff. Because, you know, it wouldn't be a Phantasy Star II stream without some farming. You just stare at the clock all day and hop on Twitch at 6:30 daily just to double check. Yeah, that little red bit on the front of the master zone does kind of look like a little happy face, doesn't it? It is basically like that. As I don't pay any attention to my party there. Considering Rolf's got really high defense, he still seems to take a lot of damage. I think it's just because of where he is in the party, he tends to get hit quite often. I don't mind using some of our mates first. We can always go back and get more if we need them. Oh, he's brought back up. Okay, so Anna is already a bit low on health, so having just healed her as well. Well, relatively recently. You can use Crescent Gear to get some health back. Amy, I think you can probably use Sashu. And everyone else should be fine. I do like that as soon as Anna heals, they just hit her again. I really appreciate that. That is extremely cool. To be honest, Anna can probably just heal again because Anna's not going to be too useful here. Because there's two separate enemies that are... Because they're different kinds of enemies, she'll only hit one of them. So she can just honestly just heal again, that's fine. It is really useful having bits of gear that have built-in Garesta. So the only downside is you can only heal yourself with them, but I think it'd be far too strong if you could heal anyone. Yeah, so apologies for the grinding again, but you know how this game is. So, Kane probably wants a heal. Maybe a small heal for Amy as well. Grinding is appropriate in all games. Every single game. I miss saving it quite often because you never know with this game. It has a habit of like jumping you with some really nasty fight. Other than FIFA, I guess, but we don't discuss bad games here. I mean, I'm not a football fan in the slightest, so FIFA is not really on my radar anywhere. Speaking of football, I recently saw a video that's been posted. Apparently the new Fatal Fury game is getting Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know if it's like a really early April Fool's. It seems like that should be a thing. But apparently Fatal Fury is getting Cristiano Ronaldo as a playable character. I wish I was lying. I hope it is an April Fool. In the novel, Shia is introduced as a member of Tyler's crew, who leaves Tyler after becoming interested in Rolf. Oh, okay, that's actually really interesting. So it's this fight again, so again, Anna is not particularly useful here. So I guess Anna can... She can use the colour scarf. Yeah, I think the Saudi administration have a stake in SNK, don't they? I don't know if it's a stake or if it's fully owned, but I remember that there is some involvement between the two. Her having access to Tyler's ship potentially explains how she gets back to Pastilla every time she steals on Dezoris. That is a really good point. I do find it really funny that Amy's getting loads of the kills here. I mean, you can see pretty much after every fight we're having to heal a little bit. Thankfully, at the minute, Rolf is mainly using physical attacks, so we can probably use his TP a bit, actually. And you can also top Amy up as well. But yeah, I have to admit, I did not expect to see Cristiano Ronaldo as a playable character in Fatal Fury. That was not on my list. Okay, so this is an upgrade from Mastodon. The face is still there, but it's a little yellow one now. It's really, really hard to see though. It is actually legit. Fighting games are huge in the football community. I know next to nothing about the football community, so... It's insane to think that people are going to be looking up frame data on Ronaldo. Oh, and I may as well attack this because there's only one target anywhere. It is an elephant, apparently. Can't be too sure. That did do about half of Anna's health in one hit, which is kind of scary. That is incredibly strong. I mean, it says elephant, but for all we know, it's some kind of automated coffee desk. It could be. Okay, so Anna and Rolf definitely need healing. Again. Good thing is this isn't very far from the last town, so... So we'll farm this for a little bit longer just to make a bit more money. It's just so we can get a little bit of a gear upgrade. We fought one of these last stream. I think these are the easier ones. I suppose while I was speaking about other games, Monster Hunter did also announce their title update 1 information, so it looks relatively interesting from what I can see. I do personally think that some of the stuff in the title update should have been in from launch anyway, but we all kind of know that the game was more or less rushed out anyway. So it's kind of the Monster Hunter Rise thing over again. Some of the stuff looks really good though. I'm glad that we finally have a gathering hub. That is really appreciated. They did also reveal, well, they teased, by which I mean almost show it entirely, the Monster title update 2 as well, which I won't say just in case anyone wants their surprise, but I think people will be happy with that one. Does see the point in the gathering hub. I think it's just a way generally to centralize everything. So in World, for example, the gathering hubs were just really handy because a lot of the stuff was just together. Although actually not so much in base game mode, it was more of an Iceborne thing. But in Iceborne, in the Celiana gathering hub, they basically made it so like the quest counter was there, the canteen was there, your storage was there, all of your like botanical research and everything was there. So it was like a centralized hub where you could just really quickly do everything. And it made things a lot smoother. So hopefully they do something similar with the Wild Hub. Oh, these are technically new enemies. We're now just calling them... What even is that? OX? Now there's one thing I've learned with this game, when you see a new enemy, don't trust it. It's an ox, not to be confused with an ox. They don't seem particularly hard. Could be orcs, maybe.
Of orcs trash!
In the novel, Tyler explains that the Parmans were getting energy by controlling the planet's core, and that there was dangerous energy fluctuations for months before Parma exploded. Okay. Because obviously in the game, it's made out that the prison ship in space crashes into the planet, and that's the cause of the planet explosion, which I can't think is why you get blamed for things. But I suppose if things were happening months beforehand, that then raises more questions. I mean, I think we all know that things were going wrong on Parma pretty much from the beginning of the game. And that's kind of how Phantasy Star 3 happens. I'm interested to try 3 because I know it's kind of a bit like the black sheep of the franchise, so I'm kind of looking forward to it, but also dreading it. Yeah, so Anna maybe just needs a very quick heal, just a normal rester should be fine. Someone mentioned SNK. Yeah, we just mentioned it earlier about the Fatal Fury news about Cristiano Ronaldo being in Fatal Fury. Ellie, I can't see that, what you posted there, without the song immediately jumping into my head. Yeah, that's a really funny thing as well. So it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He doesn't even voice act it. They've got some other person to voice act him. It is certainly a collab that happened. How do you have money anywhere? 29,000, so we need a bit more. I think we needed 22,000 for one of the armors, and maybe a bit more for some of the gear. There's a good translation patch for 3 that restores the Japanese script. 3 is the only Phantasy Star game with a radically different script in the localization. Okay. I mean, that do be an aero tank. Yeah, I'm still not sure what to do for 3 yet, because I know obviously it has like the generation system in it. I'll see how I feel when I play it. You have very high defense. I might have to cast something on you. Yeah, that is the song, LEJP. It is. Right, let's cast. I'll do Githu. Okay, so Rolf, you now immediately need to heal. Yeah, hi, but... yeah, this thing is very, very tanky. I mean, it is an aero tank, so that stands to reason why it would be tanky. Yeah, hope you're doing alright, 8-bit. Let's just save that. I think we might be okay for another fight. Oh, we've got another elephant. I'm going to assume there's one later called Mammoth, because why wouldn't it be? Yeah, I think we can just attack. That should be fine. Currently awaiting your food at a pub in Harlow. Just wanted to say hi. Reception here is garbage. Enjoy the food. Quite slow enemies, but they do hurt a lot when they do actually hit. Round in circles like you're on Route 102 training a Bulbasaur. It could also be a mammoth, yeah. Take care and have a good remainder of the week, everybody. No worries, 8-bit. Again, enjoy the food. Okay, how are we doing on the Mazetta front? 33,000. And we do need to heal Anna and Ruffle. I do feel with this game that your party always feels really, really squishy. It feels like as soon as you get a gear upgrade, the enemies upgrade, and you just kind of still feel the same. Alright, so let's try and get up to... well, so we're at 33,000. Let's get a couple more fights in, and then we'll go and buy some stuff. Yeah, and his damage really drops off when there's only one enemy, or when there's a lot of enemies of different types. Yeah, just going back to the classic stuff that they're adding to NGS for the Lion Strike game. I'm hoping they add a bit more stuff. It'd be nice to see some, even just things like music discs in NGS that are from the old games. I know you can get the PSO music discs through PS2 Classic, but it would be nice to have some of the like classic series music as well. Which is just a way of me saying I want Trick Track in NGS. I don't like fighting those elephants because I have to heal after every single one. Yeah, we'll do one more fight and then we'll go back and we'll see what we can buy. Give me the shopkeeper song in PSOBB. Yeah, the chaotic bar, the shop area theme. That is a really catchy theme. I really like that. So here, Anna should be pretty good because there's 3 of the same enemy, so she should hit all 3. I've never seen those specific ones though, so I am gonna play it safe. And let's use Sashu just to raise our defense. Played a lot of PSO2, can't get over NGS. Or can't go into NGS. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not for everyone. I think NGS is in its kind of its own place where it's different enough to PSO2, which will inevitably alienate some PSO2 players. But it's also massively different from the early games, so it kind of sits on its own a bit. Right, let's try that and see what these guys are like. Love the PSO character creation music. Yeah, I really like that as well. I mean, to be honest, I can't really think of much music from the PSO soundtrack I don't like. I think Amy can just attack now, I think. That should be fine. Image of Hero is such a bop. It is. These have a lot of health. We might actually lose some money. So I think Rolf is normally our fastest character. So let's try and have Rolf use Uresta on Anna. And hopefully get to go before the enemies. Nice. Yeah, quite a lot of money from those. Level 3 Amy as well. Yeah, the PSO soundtrack's fantastic. I mean, I say this all the time, but I think Phantasy Star in general has really strong soundtracks. Just the entire franchise. Yeah, sure, there is the odd miss here and there, but I think the majority of the soundtracks are really strong. Alright, let's use... Alright, we're in a dungeon, of course, so we need to get out of here first. I don't really want to risk another fight on the way back, so we will use Rika. Episode 3 is right there. Again, also a game with a very, very good soundtrack. So, can you please? Thank you. Never been able to find exactly who the composer for PSO's OST is, though. It's a mixture of a couple of people. So, I think it's... I'm sure it's Kobayashi. I can certainly tell you. Because I have most of the soundtrack here. In fact, I've literally got the PSO soundtrack behind me, actually, so it'll be on there. Thanks for that. Yeah, so the composer, from what I can see here, there's a couple of them. There is Hideaki Kobayashi and Fumie Kumatani. I will type those in chat. Yep, there you go. There will be others as well, but they're the names that come up quite a lot. Favourite part of PSR 2 is the Burning Ranges emergency quest. The only problem with this soundtrack is it never wants to go back in the case properly. Again, I think I've showed these before, but I do also have the Ep 1 and 2 soundtrack and the Ep 3 soundtrack as well. Not that I have any method of being able to play them, because I don't have a CD drive on my PC anymore, but they're there. They're all on Spotify anyway, to be fair, so... Right, so we need to heal first. But yeah, particularly Hideaki Kobayashi. His name comes up all the time for Phantasy Star stuff, particularly for the later stuff anyway, from like PSO onwards. I know he did a lot of... Yeah, I know he did a lot of the PSU soundtrack for sure as well, and I think he's still involved with NGS. There's a 360 right behind you. That's a good point. There is also a PS3 there as well. I just never use them. Yeah, I was thinking that, Xander. The fact that the clone grandma is in basically every town. So I did start to think, like, have they cloned themselves? Okay, so how are we doing for items? So we did use a few mates, so we could probably do with buying a couple of mates while we're here. I know it does use a bit of our money, but we're always going to need mates, so... Do you want me to ruin the Ep 3 soundtrack for you? I mean, you can try. The singer for the Ep 3 intro is credited in the game credits as Boy Soprano. Oh, is that for the title screen music? I think it's called Let the Winds Blow. I wonder why the credit is that, unless it was like an age thing and maybe there was like a privacy thing. Little name Boy Soprano. Okay, so let's check and see if we can get some gear. The only downside of this place, apart from these guys getting in the way constantly, is there's different shops in every single one. Do not ruin episode 3 for me. I am not kind to those who harm which I love. Novel mentions that cloning a living person is illegal, but the clone grandma probably did it years before the law was made. Okay, so let's buy... Yeah, let's buy a Laconian chest, because that'll help. Oh, Kane can't use that. Oh, it's Laconian armor for him, sorry. Okay. So we may not need that then. I do like that it tells you if you can't use it. That does help a lot. So we don't need to buy that. We could do with buying a Laconian armor, if we've got one. Okay, so yeah, so we've got that. So Laconian Ish is actually the Laconian armor. So does Rolf already have a Laconian chest? He does. What about Amy? Could maybe do with upgrading that knife. Possibly the cape as well. Okay, so we'll check one of the other towns for that. So we'll check Arkba first. The character designer Yasushi Yamaguchi said that the clone grandma was based on his own grandma. I don't know whether she would have approved of that. Because, I mean, realistically, if that was your portrayal in a game, would you be happy? Although, hey, I suppose it would have been you in Phantasy Star, so... Okay, there is a Laconian cape. That is a lot of money. That is like all of our money. Well, I suppose we could sell the ceramic cape. I don't know how much we'll get back from it. Let's see how much we'll get back from the cape first. So that'd give us 6,200 Mazetta. That's not too bad, actually. I also like how this shop only has monomates for healing. It seems like one of them only has monomates, one only has dimates, and one only has trimates. Okay, so let's try buying this. So can Amy use that? No, she can't. So there's only certain capes she can use, okay. So apparently the rules that we followed for the entire game have now been changed. So I'll be able to check the next town. Again, I appreciate there has not been a great deal of progress in this stream, but this is kind of how this game goes. You get these sort of stop points where you need to just upgrade everything. No capes. Okay, so let's try Ryon. Okay, so not a whole lot there. Finally, we will check Zosa. There is looking at helmets, so maybe we could use those, potentially. Kane might be able to use that. What is he using for headgear at the minute? I think he's using storm gear, but we don't have to have that equipped to be able to use the ability from it, so... yeah, let's try that. No, Kane can't use that apparently. So the guide is just straight up wrong there. Okay. In 2023, Yasushi Yamaguchi started drawing new art of the Phantasy Star II shop NPCs that also contain technical lore, like details about clothing and equipment they wear, and post them on Twitter. I will have to have a look at that if I can find it. So in that case then, considering we apparently can't use that helmet, does Kane have the Guardian boots already? No, so we could get him some Guardian boots. And then we're probably ready to move on. But of course they're not in this town. I will say it is one little nitpick I do have. I don't like how all of the shops have different gear. So you constantly have to teleport around. I get it's probably a limitation of the game, but it is kind of annoying. Why does it seem like super knowledgeable people comment on YouTube while we're all degenerates here on Twitch? Just how it goes. Why is it always the last shop I come to? Also, I'm convinced these NPCs are designed just to get in the way. Okay, the boots are not there. Because Twitch is the DJing place. Alright, let's try Ruon again. I spend all my money on teleports. Okay, Garda boots. Now, can Kane use them? Yes. So, how much better are those than the... well, you are only using normal boots at the minute, so I would assume probably quite a bit better. A little bit better. So we'll just quickly sell those other boots while we're here. Then we'll finally try and make some progress. Yeah, we've got a decent amount of time mates. I will just buy maybe 2 or 3 more. Yeah, that'll do. Should really be keeping an eye on the YouTube chat. No worries. I know it's hard to probably moderate 2 different chats, so yeah, no worries. Okay, so let's go back to that icy place again. So we need to first of all go back to Orkba. They are so annoying, these NPCs. Back once again like the Renegade Master. Okay, so back to Orkba. It was just west from here, wasn't it, I think? Yeah, go west and then south. I believe it's down here somewhere. Okay, I think for Rolf. I know these guys are quite resistant, so... I wonder what Laconium chest does. Let's find out. And then Amy, I would imagine most of these... It's kind of hard to tell if these enemies would use like regular attacks or what the game considers like special attacks. I still haven't really figured out that distinction yet. Some of them are really obvious, but it's kind of hard to tell for others. So I'll just use Snow Crown for now. I had no idea what I did. I'm assuming it did nothing. I will check his gear next turn as well, just in case he's just unequipped it. Let's just check that. No, it's still equipped, so it must just not have an ability. So you can use Chris Chest. And I guess Amy can just use... Yeah, you can use Sashu as well. I feel like Kane's one of our most useful characters at the minute just because the storm gear is really handy. I also don't feel like the Chris chest is really doing much for us here, so both can just go back to attacking, I think. Yeah, he literally does the same damage as a normal attack, so... Yeah, they take a little while, those. Okay, so back into the crevice again. Can't get the Austin powers quite out of my head. Machine Gun Jubblies, how did I miss those, baby? Because they're a gun bust. Teleport shop NPC has a caped shoulder armor that generates a field that protects him from dangerous objects and emissions from the portal. So somehow we already need a heal. This is kind of par for the course at this point. I don't need a gear rester though, we can probably just use a normal rester, honestly. Probably just the same for Amy as well. Working and lurking, hope everyone's having a great day and that you find all the rare drops. Yeah, not so much in this game, but yeah, hopefully in PSO. Yeah, good to see you, Casey. Hope work's not too bad. Okay, so from the entrance, go left the pit, but don't go down it. That would be the pit. To the upper side of it and keep going left. Yeah, from what I can see, it does look like we are quite far through the game now. So I don't know how many more streams there'll be of Phantasy Star II, but I don't think there'll be too many. I think what I may do is, once I do finish Phantasy Star II, I might take like a 1 week break from the classic Phantasy Stars, do a different game that week, and then start Phantasy Star III the following week. Okay, so do we go up here? That is a terrible description of where to go. Do not go down the pit, but to the upper side of it and going left still. Speaking of work, I've informed my region manager and managing director about my transition, and they've said they will give you all the support I need. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad they've been supportive of you. Actually, we literally have to go this way. There is literally no other way to go. So I guess that clears that up then. That is very good news. Okay, go up the end, take the stairway by another pit. So I assume them in this one. So it just says go down and left by looks of things. Continue along the path to find stairs going up, but ignore them. Just that'll be those stairs there. Yeah, Rolf is doing a lot of damage actually when you fight something that isn't resistant to physical damage. The teleport shop at the beginning of the novel is being used to evacuate crowds of people from the cities facing biomonster attacks, which is why Rolf can't use it at the start. It's really good that they've sort of thought of things like that. I do probably need to check out those novels at some point. Just to fill in on a bit more lore as well. As you probably know, I'm really interested in that kind of thing with Phantasy Star, so... Okay, so we do need a bit of a heal, so... Honestly, this might be one of the few situations where Sarester actually is worth using. When Rolf does eventually use it, it's explained that the portal operates by reading the memory of the user and only opens when Rolf can vividly remember the target location. Okay. Okay, so ignore those stairs and then continue going along until you see stairs going down. Thankfully, it seems to be more or less just one way you can go, which is much appreciated. So I'm assuming it's these stairs. Keep going till you see stairs going down, then take them. Cool. Telepipes in the 2001 PSO novel have the same explanation. Yeah, that's one thing I've never really looked into, like the novels and things for PSO. I should really do that at some point. Okay, so we have taken those stairs. See, I like dungeons when there is one way to go. Not a huge fan of that fight, if I'm honest. Okay, Rolf, you have a lot of TP, so what you're gonna do is use Nafoi. Yeah, I did 123 damage. So have fun with that. And yet it still survived. I think Anna is probably better healing up here. So she again can use Crescent Gear. Such a useful bit of gear, that. How is that an owl? Yeah, it doesn't really resemble an owl much, does it? It is more like a kind of hawk, isn't it? Yeah. Having said that, this is the franchise that has owl bears that don't look like owls or bears. Yeah, I think Anna can just attack now, that's fine. Has feathers, is owl. Okay, so there are some stairs there. Do we take those? Continue along the way we can and take these stairs. Yes. Go down to some more stairs. Yeah, we're doing fine at the minute. You're really going to attack me right at the staircase? Really? Sir, why are you healing yourself when you're on full health? Okay, so I take the stairs, go up, left and down to some more stairs. Yeah, thankfully this dungeon so far hasn't been too bad. There hasn't been too many divergent paths in it, which I really appreciate. Okay. It's fancy. I feel like I've interrupted something here. so I guess we'll just talk to people. We'll save it first. New music. You must be Ruffle. We've been expecting you. I mean, you're not talking to Ruffle, you're talking to Anna, but I'll let it slide. This man told us that he would awaken when you arrive. This man wakes up once every 10 years. Sounds like me. In the PSO novel, they also explain that only 4 telepipe portals can be maintained within a few kilometers of each other because of transporter bandwidth limitations. See, they thought of it, you know? Not because it's only a 4-player game. That's the reason why. The glorious man who used to fight to save Algor is buried here. What, Meow? Because we all know that Meow saved Algor. This man was put into cold sleep in order to watch over the future of Algor. When Mother Brain came, this man decided to hide in Dizor. Yeah, I have also heard the VR Temple music in this as well. That part specifically. We've been working for him since many generations ago. Yeah? Anything else here, or... just a very ominous looking throne and a staircase, which... you know... seems to be nothing unusual here apart from the huge throne. Welcome. Our master has been waiting for you. I personally wish to have my master sleep quietly, but... oh. Oh, he's woke up. Oh, it's Noah. Cool. I know it says Lutz, but, you know, there's the whole name thing, but... the boy is back. You finally made it. I'm Lutz, the last telemental on Algor. It is clearly Lutz, yeah. Noah? Never heard of him. Noah was the fake. You seem surprised that I know your name. Don't you remember? This is the second time we've met. I saved you from death after an accident on a space trip with your parents when you were 10. I mean, lots happened since then. What woke me was Alice's scream. So you are the last descendant of Alice, who fought to protect Algor. Beautiful Alice, the symbol of Algor, was fighting the Dark Force in that dream. The Dark Force was trying to destroy Algor, but in the end was itself destroyed. You expect me to remember things when I was 10, Lutz. So we're clearly tying it into Phantasy Star I, which is really cool. Yeah, also Dark Force. Clearly the cold sleep has caused him to forget a few names. They should show a flashback to Meow getting the victory hit. But that doesn't mean there is no longer anyone trying to destroy Algor. You, Rolf, must arm yourself for battle. One valuable item is the Aero Prism. It will let you see that which cannot be seen. Also, arm yourself with Nir's weapons. Prepare yourself, and then I will tell you about the enemy's plans. Okay. What this? Anna has found Prism. So I'm assuming that's the arrow prism he's talking about, which was from the first game. Canonically, that is what happens. I mean, for me, I don't care if it's canonically or not. It happened. Phantasy Star IV confirms it. Before the dark power reigns over Algor, we must get the legendary arms together. So what you're saying is we're hunting rares. Okay, so that is the next part of that guide done. So it looks like we've got, surprise, surprise, a lot more dungeons. Oh, I don't like it that the guide says that the dungeon is going to hurt. That is not what I want to hear. Do you say anything else now? Oh yeah, these have actually changed dialogue a little bit. The future of Algor depends on you. I'm sure it will be a tough trip, but please do not get discouraged. Do you all just say the same, I'm guessing? Yeah. I'm checking because, you know, no one's sake they would put like one random NPC that says something different. The novel version of this scene explains that near has the meaning of near as in the word of rejection. The power to reject something or a declaration of something that should not exist. That does make more sense. It is a bit strange that it's telling you to go and get the near weapons. Because as someone just coming into this for the first time, your only experience of near has been from the start of the game. So it is a little bit confusing, the way that's phrased, but it's good to know that the novel kind of clarifies it a bit more. Okay, so I think instead of going back all the way through that dungeon, let us use Ryuka. I do also like how Lutter's just been here, literally chilling in cryo sleep, just waiting for someone to show up. Okay, so first order of business is get some heals because we are pretty beaten up again. Yeah, I kind of feel from what you've said, Xander, so far that there's quite a lot of knowledge that the novels kind of fill in on that isn't necessarily told to you in the game. Okay, so if we're doing quite a hard dungeon, we do need to make sure we're stocked up properly. I really wish we had more storage, because it's becoming a real problem now. And probably get rid of that escapipe. You just have no space for anything. The problem is some of the gear I don't know if I need later. I'm going to assume probably not. Okay, we do have a reasonable amount of mates left. You do also have some random boots in your inventory we can get rid of. See, some of the gear, even the stuff we're not using, is still useful for the abilities it has in battle. So, for example, like the Crescent Gear, although we're not even using it, it's still nice to bring along just for the Frigga Resta. Rolf in the novel also mentions how the weapons have the same name as Nair. Okay. You would think that they would have put that in the game, really. That Rolf would think, hang on a minute, they've got the same name as someone I know, or knew. Okay, so we need to go to... when I find it. This NPC here is the most annoying one ever. Stands directly in the middle of the path. Okay, so let's go to Ogba. I guess we can try the next dungeon, see how we go. I mean, if we find it really, really difficult, we might have to grind up a bit. But we're not going to know until we try it. So from here, how would you get to the next dungeon? Directly west of this town, okay. Oh, it's literally there. I was expecting it to be a bit of a walk, but apparently not. Okay, so this is a dungeon called, it's either Menob or Menobe. Okay, so apparently there are 2 new items here. So I'll go up past the statues and to the stairs to the right. Menobe sounds like a marketplace to buy men. That music's changed there. It's back to normal now, but it went weird for a little bit. Okay, so I'll go south on the right side. So I assume the main go here and then go south. Yeah, these guys kind of sucked last time, so this could be a rough dungeon. It went weird, technical term. I am not musically talented or musically knowledgeable in the slightest. So yes, it went weird. I'm guessing these probably use physical attacks mainly, so I guess Sashu is probably a good player. Maybe using something like Gizan might work well here. Let's try that. Yeah, that works. Now let's get Rolf off Gizan because I don't want to burn through his entire TP. Quite fast these enemies as well, so that makes them a bit more dangerous. Yeah, but they're hitting Amy very, very hard. Oh, Kane got a new technique. We will check that in a sec. Yeah, that was after one fight and we're already really beaten up. Kane's not too bad, but pretty much everyone could use a heal, honestly. Right, well, let's use... I will use Rolf's TP to use Garesta on Emmy. The novel abridges this part a bit. Novel Rolf only has to explore Ikator to get the new items. They explain that the place is an Esper training ground. Okay. Yeah, because from what I've looked up, that last place that we were in with Lutz or Noah was apparently Esper Mansion. Some trainees were there as well and asked Rolf to join them, but he called them weird and declined. Sounds like typical Rolf behaviour to me. Yeah, I think... I really don't like how much TP Saresti uses. Okay, so... So ignore the stairs. Go up and take some stairs that go down. Well, they go up. I'm guessing you probably mean these stairs. Maybe? Oh, they are new enemies. They do look a little Chaos Sorcerer. Yeah, it's 3 the same enemy, so Anna can attack. If they're sorcerers, they're probably going to use special attacks, so it's probably worthwhile Amy using Snow Crown. I think we can just attack probably. Chaos Sorcerer. I mean, they are fairly small. Yeah, they're not too bad. We have upgraded again, so no, we have still not got to Mammoth. We're now at Elitusk. I don't like that these have upgraded again because these are already really strong. It's not an elephant. It's not. It's an Elitusk. There is a difference. The difference is the colour. Okay, Anna, you're not going to be much use against one enemy, so you may as well heal while you can. put Anna back onto attacking. So Anna, you can go back to attacking. I think everyone else is okay, so I'm probably just attack now. So I think it is down here somewhere, but I'm guessing I just went the wrong way. In the Phantasy Star I novel, the Hunters Guild was founded to deal with the mammoths, but then became a useful experienced force to fight bio monsters by the time of Phantasy Star II. It's kind of cool that you can see like, the advancement of the Hunters Guild and how it develops, and then obviously even when you get to PSO, I know they are kind of separate timelines, but they've kind of kept the themes going with the Hunters Guild. So I think Anna and Kane probably want a quick heal. I feel like we haven't made much progress today, but I think it's just the part of the game that we're at. We've just had to spend quite a lot of time upgrading again. Okay, so let's check over the right hand side and see if there's anything there. No. Cool. So I'm assuming it means ignore these stairs and go past these ones. Is there some more stairs over here? Oh, we've got some wrestlers. Not really where I expected the enemies to go, but... the hell is that? Don't apologise for not making progress. My mindset is when people come to watch a game and chat and not see a speedrun. I mean, if you're here to watch a speedrun, you are definitely watching the wrong channel. I think I'm just going to attack. Well, I think with Amy, I will use... I want to use Sasha, but TP is getting quite low already. Sensible speedrun. Good to see you, Boink, as well. Well, let's attack. We'll probably regret this, but... It's like a hulked out macho. Oh nice, Rolf got a level. That's actually really useful. Okay, is there any more stairs up here? Let's go up and take the stairs down.
One more.
I'm going up. Just lurking here since the start of the stream. I appreciate lurkers as well. Japanese version calls them Neo Mammoths and Neo Big Nose, implying that they died out but then were cloned. Okay, so we're now in the center part. Yeah, this is a very confusing dungeon. Okay, so from here... So it says to ignore both sets of stairs, apparently. I think this is where we came in. Pretty sure that's the entrance, but I'll check it. I think I've just gone around in a loop, but I will check. I like how Rolf just hits her about 3 times the damage of everyone else. He definitely has main character syndrome now. The wrestler is the only enemy type that doesn't appear in the novel. It is kind of a bit out of place, I think, compared to other enemies. So again, Anna and Rolf. It's always Anna and Rolf that I need to heal. I think it's because they're like front line. Wrestlers are for the American audience. Well, they took away the burgers and the cola, didn't they? So they had to appease them somehow. It's probably a zombie of some sort. I mean, it kind of looks like one. Yes, I'm pretty sure that is the entrance. Okay, that is the entrance, so at least we know where we are now. So actually, since I'm there, it would be stupid not to just get my TP healed when the village is right here. I feel this dungeon might be quite a difficult one though, because we are getting pretty chewed up by the enemies, and it is a very confusing dungeon. Is that why they look like a stock image of aliens, only roided out in green? Oh, I hate that you only sell monomates, that sucks. So now we need to teleport to another town that actually has trimates in stock. Let's just buy a few of these because we are starting to go through them quite a lot. I'm trying to rely a bit less on using Garesta because it is chewing through Amy's TP. Okay, so they're both full. Okay, that'll do. I don't mind people being nearly full on items because realistically we're going to use those mates anywhere, so... Yeah, the way the saves work in this is weird. I think because the mod I'm using for the Genesis Mini improvements, it retains the save data while the game's running, but then as soon as you've been playing it for a while, it just corrupts. So thankfully this has save states. Okay, so now back to the first town. Well, Ogba. I just realized actually we can probably... Yeah, we should probably switch that magic cap off Rolf actually. Is the titanium better? So 201 defense. 215, yeah, so may as well use that. Just have to remember that I'll have to put the magic cap back on if I go on one of the towns. I was hoping we could go full stream without seeing one. I'll put it out of its misery. I'm sorry killing it. Never released during the same month of the original game release, and in the dams it has an enemy that doesn't appear in the game called Van Leader. Years later, people found Van Leader in the game data unused. I'm guessing maybe it was an idea they wanted to use and then decided not to for some reason. Okay, so let's try and understand this again. So walk directly up past the statues and take stairs on the right. Past the statues. And take stairs on the right. Is it those ones? Yes, it is. So go south on the right side. So I assume you mean here? I guess I can't get through that way. It says ignore the stairs. Sack off. That is that's a name. It does kind of sound like a slur. Oh, thanks for the follow, Mac Prisma. Okay, so go south on the right side, ignore the stairs, which I assume means these ones. Go up and take the stairs down. So go up and take the stairs down, which is these ones. It has to be. Yeah, it must be. It says just go down here to get a colour scarf. But it doesn't tell you where, so I'm going to look on another site and actually see where this colour scarf is meant to be. Oh god, I wish I'd never looked because this map is way worse than I thought it was. Okay, so go back, start and see where I actually am here. Yeah, if you want to have anxiety, look at the map for this dungeon. It is horrendously bad. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the entrance of this dungeon. Because then I can trace this step by step so I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so have to go up this way. So go past these and go to the right. I'm basically going backwards and forwards between two different guides. Okay, so that brings us out there. So where's that on the Phantasy Star cave map? Okay, I finally see where I am. So to get this colour scarf, did you ever figure out why the enemy is called Cooley 61? I think someone mentioned it in one of the streams. I can't remember why now. I haven't seen him this stream, so... Okay, this dungeon is completely breaking my brain, which to be fair isn't hard to do, but... Okay, I think I know what it means. This is really important information for me. I think someone said it was something to do with the dev team or something, but I can't remember the exact reason for it. Okay, so from here. So we just need to go south and down here, which is where I went before. Pretty sure it was just speculation. It might have been. I mean, again, you know, the game is from 1989. It's probably Not the easiest thing to find that kind of information for now. Can you please stop focusing on one character? By that, I mean Anna. Thank you for the curse, Zenchik. Okay, so ignore those stairs. We go up. Now, on one of the guides I'm reading, it says to go down, but the map I'm looking at here, it looks like you go up. Let's try going up. I swear, if this is the colour scarf. Yeah, there's a bit of a difference between going up and going down. Might want to fix that in the guide. So yeah, we got colour scarf, which I think is our second one, because I'm sure that Anna already has one. Yeah, so we've got 2 colour scarves. That's actually really good. So we have 2 ways to increase our agility. So from what I can see, there is a bit of repeat gear here, which I don't mind because it's actually some of the useful gear. So we have the colour scarf, so now so go back. Exactly, the other up. And continue going up and right to the northeast corner. It's an illusionist. Curly 61 is a military robot in the novel. Kane finds one and tries to activate it to help the party, but because of his tendency to break electronics, he accidentally makes it attack them. There you go. Thanks for that, Xander. I mean, of course, Kane made it attack them. They give almost no money. Okay, so go to the northeast corner, then go left and into the room down from it. So I assume this then? There's also a running gag of Kane breaking elevators so the party can't go back down. I know what name I'm giving my heatcast now. Okay, so ignore both sets of stairs. So are there 2 sets of stairs in this room? There are. So just below the stairs going up, which could mean anything with this guide. Oh, we have a spooky boy. Join the dark side. Never mind, it's actually easy. Pretty interesting enemy design though. Kind of realised as well, this is probably maybe a first hint as to what's going on as well. Because, you know, we're starting to get some kind of dark themed enemies. Okay, so just below the stairs going up, there are 2 statues that block through the side of the room. Yes, that with those. There is a hidden path below the statues. that you can pass through. Party feels really strong now. They do a lot of damage now, but I generally can only do a couple of fights before I need to heal. Because the enemies are getting really strong as well. So yeah, Phantasy Star continuing its tradition of having really obscure stuff that no one would ever find. This hidden path. Ignore the stairs going up and go to the ones going down. It's more or less like a damage race here. Okay, Amy, you need to use Sasha. And honestly, Rolf, you can use Gizan. Darkseid is a straight up Star Wars reference. The novel straight up has a Luke versus Vader lightsaber fight between Rolf and a Darkseid. I mean, there was clearly a lot of love for Star Wars with Phantasy Star. I mean, even if you go forward more to PSR, you know, you cannot tell me that like the regular sabers don't look like anything except the lightsaber. Which is kind of funny because I'm honestly not a huge Star Wars fan. I don't mind them, but they've never been a franchise I've really got into. That's slightly scary. The double saber is just Darth Maul's lightsaber. It's even red. Yeah, I mean, Stack Cutlery is literally the Darth Maul lightsaber. So hopefully, Rolf gets to go here. Otherwise, he is very dead. Yeah, you can probably see what I mean about the fights. Although I can kill stuff pretty quickly, they can kill me very quickly as well. Yeah, Stack Cutlery is red, and Double Saber is green, and then Twin Brand is blue. Okay, so we need to ignore the stairs going up and go to the stairs going down. See, I just don't trust this at all because... So we came through... Yeah, because we came through that way. So why would we squeeze through that gap and then ignore those stairs? Or go through those stairs? There's no sense in going through the gap if you're going to use those stairs. Yeah, Partisan of Lightning looks a little bit different, yeah. Oh, these guys actually do gel him. Which I do not appreciate. Not that it matters because Rolf still hits really hard. Yeah, Partisan of Lightning is more like a Well, it's more like a halberd blade. Can you stop debuffing me? The level flattener. So I'm going to try going to these stairs. Unless there's not more up here, is there? Oh, there is a downstairs there. You know the stairs going up and go up to the stairs going down. So yeah, it must be these ones. Oh yeah, it is definitely a Gundam reference, the Phantasy Lightning. It looks identical to the weapon from the Gelgoog. There's also, I think, is it Anno Rifle and Anno Bazooka? Basically, it looked like the beam rifle and bazooka from the RX-78. Okay, go down a bit and grab the near crown. So hopefully the near crown is down here if we've done it right. Yeah, Phantasy Lightning was also named completely differently in the Japanese games, and particularly in like PSO2 onwards. They got renamed to Jinrai, which may mean something similar in Japanese, but yeah, it is a different name. It'd be pretty cool to contribute some of the references to the Affinia Wiki. Yeah, it'd be nice. I think some references with weapons are quite obvious, but yeah, the Anno weapons, I mean, particularly the Anno Bazooka, definitely. It looks identical to the bazooka. Yeah, so hopefully... And has her near crown, so we are definitely going the right way. So we've got one of the near items. Give the crown to Amy, but have her keep hold of the snow crown. Can do. So give that to Amy. Several of the weapons in PSO were actually designed by one of the artists on the Zeta Gundam design team. Oh, really? I'm watching Zeta Gundam at the minute, actually. I had no idea that was a thing. That does explain a lot then. I love hearing about stuff like this as well, so like, please keep telling me stuff like this because I love learning more and more about this franchise. Okay, that was a lot more defense. I'm getting the impression this may be the best gear, possibly. Is a mag just Harrow? I'm trying to get if there's a mag that looks like it. I mean, I guess a mag kind of functions a bit like a Harrow from Gundam. Okay, so we've got the crown. Oh, it actually recommends going back to town to rest up before you go for the next part. How is she doing? I don't know if we need to. I think we're okay at the minute. Famous last words. Okay, so now... I think we'll go back to the first floor now from what I can see. Yes, we do. Yeah, Amra, feed me a diamond. The Hunuel with the Heart of Pym on the back of the Book of Hunters is also his personal character. Oh, the one with the black outfit and the like light green hair. I love that character design. They actually brought her back in. I think it was in PSO 2. She was in the lobby for a bit. I love that Hunuel design. I mean, Heart of Pym is one of my favorite looking weapons anywhere. Okay, so we need to... Oh, that's a fight. Okay, I think Amy, just use Sasha to be safe. I'm assuming Darksides maybe have special rated attacks, but we should be okay, hopefully. I think Rolf can use... Yeah, it was on the Japanese version because I used to play Japanese PSO 2. Yeah, I'd forgotten what her name was, but I mean, Alistair does make sense. Also, that makes a lot more sense for the Heart of Pym's description now, with it saying that it's also known as Alice's Claw. Because obviously Alice didn't use a claw in Phantasy Star 1, and I'd always thought that was a bit weird in the description for Heart of Pym. So that makes a lot of sense if the Hunuel is literally called Alyssa. So that targets one group. Instead of that then, let's use... So Gizan is also a group. Go for both the dark sides. It's a fight against 2 spectral Mr. Freeze and 2 ghoulish Piccolos. PSO 2 she has a special mag that looks like the cube leaf from Zeta Gundam in reference to her designer. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, Rolf is poisoned. I think Amy probably needs to heal. I don't think Rolf is able to be healed because he's poisoned. I think that's how the poison works in this. But she can heal. Probably worth healing herself, honestly. Use heal belt. Yeah, don't know if Rolf's going to survive this, but we'll see. We got through it. That was quite a tough fight, though, actually. Yeah, maybe we do go back then, because that did beat us up quite a lot. Yeah, Xander, I think that Hunuel art that's on the back of the Book of Hunters might be one of my favourite bits of PSO art. I think I've got the Book of Hunters over here, actually, just for anyone who hasn't seen it. Yeah, so it'd be hard to get it all on camera, but it's that one. It's a really cool Hunuel art, honestly. It's one of my favourite bits of PSO art. Okay, so I think we will escape from here, I think. Looks a lot more elfish in that drawing. Some of the artwork is very, very different to what was in the actual game. Ah yes, Danya Raha Bebakucha. Hydrate, I will do. Since you asked. So that will be because we forgot to put the cap on. It still costs 100 PDs. It's inflated economy. Yeah, so Rolf needs to put his magic cap on again. Oh, sorry, his magic cap. There we go, we got rid of poison. That might be the first time I've used Cure in the entire playthrough. Questline in PSO2 started to introduce Phantasy Star III stuff, but it was left unfinished and then cut from the English version, so it's probably a cancelled storyline. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in the global version of PSO2 that just never made it over. I think a lot of it is probably because of licensing, but it would have been cool to see some of the Phantasy Star collabs. Yeah, I definitely remember seeing that NPC in PSO2. I think she was in, was it the shop area, I think, on the Ark ship? Like down near the bottom. I'm sure she was down there. It has been quite a while since I played it though. So I'll try and sell off a few things if I can. I've got that magic cap there, but I've never really used it for anything. I've got some stuff here that I don't know if I'm ever going to use again. Like, do I need to keep the Marawera gun? Do I need to keep the Sword of Ang or Algol? know it looks like I've gone ridiculous on trimates, but you just go through them so quickly. It does present a problem when your inventory in this game is so small. If you beat episode 1, you would start giving you client orders and you can get a partner card. Yeah, like I said, I remember it being in Japanese PSO 2, but it was so long ago now, I can't really remember what she did. I remember her giving client orders out, but I can't remember much else about her. Yeah, it just makes me wish that claws were better in PSO. So I don't think there's much we can get rid of, really. We are kind of carrying what we need. Was there any like weapon upgrades or anything I can do quickly before we end? Kind of crazy because I thought this part of the game would be quite quick, because in the walkthrough it doesn't look like it's that long, but because there's so many dungeons it takes way longer than you think it does. I mean, who's the Laconium cape for? Is that just for Anna? So yeah, apparently Amy uses Crystal Cape, Anna is Laconium Cape, and then she can use Crystal or Ceramic. That walkthrough has not been exactly the most reliable, it hasn't. It has been helpful for the most part, but there's been a couple of areas in it where the wording is either a little bit obtuse or just straight up wrong. But the handy thing about this guide I've been using, or one of them, is that it does go through the dungeon sort of step by step with you. It's just sometimes that the language they use in it is a little bit confusing. It feels like they rushed the last third of the game. It feels like the pace has picked up a lot in the last third so far. Yes, I don't think there's much in the way of gear upgrades. There's maybe one or two things. Yeah, Anna is fine. Rolf is fine. Kane is fine, even though it does say the wrong armor. It says that he uses Laconian armor, which isn't true. At the time, Phantasy Star II was the largest data cart. I have no doubt about it. That is probably why the game is a bit rushed towards the end, yeah. I wonder if it is just because they were running out of data on the cartridge. Yeah, well, I don't see a sense in trying to do the next dungeon in, like, 4 minutes, so I think I'll probably end it there for today. So we will continue this next Wednesday, hopefully get a few more of the new items. I don't know if we'll get them all in the next stream, but hopefully get a few more of them at least. And then that should hopefully start to bring us towards the conclusion of Phantasy Star II. Yeah, there's a Laconian mace, yeah. In the Japanese version, it's Laconian meter. Interesting. Oh, thanks to the Bitskilnia. Thanks for the stream as always. No worries. My pleasure. So yeah, we'll end that on there for today. There will be another stream on Sunday. At the minute, I'm not 100% sure what we're going to play. It will be a Phantasy Star game of some description. Part of me is toying with maybe episode 3 because we haven't done it for so long. And since we were talking about Line Strike earlier, maybe it's time for episode 3. It's not a particularly good week on PSO either as well, so maybe episode 3. And then next Wednesday we'll do some more Phantasy Star II. Kenny who can use the meter stick because they're scientist and engineer. That makes a lot of sense. Kind of lost in translation on the English one, isn't it? So yeah, we'll end up there. Thanks for watching the stream. If you have enjoyed, please consider liking, follow, subscribe, join as a member. You know, the usual YouTube and Twitch stuff that I really shouldn't need to say. But yeah, I will end the stream there, and we will pick it up next Wednesday. You called. Exactly, you're way ahead of me. I heard episode 3. Yeah, we might do episode 3 maybe on Sunday, because we haven't done it for ages. But the final boss arena is banned. We cannot do that level. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on Sunday for another stream. See you guys.